TikTokers who are dumb are dropping heavy objects on their feet in a new viral trend called Risk a Lifetime of Pain. A father is trying to get his daughter's name changed after she was incorrectly named Unikite 13 Hotel. And thousands of children in England have been falsely accused of witchcraft in the past decade. These are the weird stories for Weird AF News. The only daily weird news podcast is hosted by a comedian inside a closet. TikTokers are dropping heavy objects on their feet in a viral trend. Do the scrotum next, I say. We have in this story a podiatrist that they interviewed who said TikTok users are risking a lifetime of pain and disability because of this viral trend of dropping heavy objects onto their feet. What sort of heavy objects, Jonesy? Oh, I'm very glad that you asked. Heavy objects such as air fryers and toasters, it says. Insert heavy object in your imagination right here. It says creators on TikTok have shared videos of themselves dropping heavy objects, including vacuum cleaners, glass jugs, even a wooden table onto their foot, and then ranking how painful each item is. You should also rank how dumb you are on the scale of Einstein to dumbass. I think that's a real scale. A measurement scale of intelligence. You know the one. It's the Einstein dumbass scale. Jonesy, are you making things up on your podcast? Yeah, I am. Not this story, though, about idiots. We have these TikTokers. They use a hashtag called dropping things on my foot. That's the hashtag. I didn't do a search for this because I don't think I'm going to get anything out of watching dummies drop heavy things on their foot. Now, dropping things on their heads, that's a whole other matter. I'd be into that with the popcorn. Why their feet and not their heads, you ask? Well, they already have brain damage, so they're going with the feet here. In this story, they're describing the escapades of a TikTok moron named Luke Pilling. He received almost 4 million views for a video which shows him jumping around his room in pain after dropping a toaster, air fryer, and a computer monitor onto his feet. Wow. The attention-seeking is at a pathological level as a result of social media and non-parenting, I would say. That's my opinion. A lot of people like to just blame it on the social media. No. There's non-parenting going on here in conjunction with social media. Now, they asked Luke why he decided to join this trend of dropping stuff on your feet. The 19-year-old sales advisor, he's a sales advisor. Wow, I wonder if his employer knows about this. Probably knows about this now. He's probably not working for this place anymore. He says that curiosity and just because it was funny, that's why he did it. He says, I just love making content. I love laughing at myself. Wow, well, you won't be laughing when you have chronic foot pain into your 60s. Good job, Luke. They interviewed a doctor named Benjamin, works at the University of Galway. He's in podiatric medicine. He said that this trend could risk lasting damage. No way. How much does he get paid to say this? Tell me more, foot nerd. He says this trend encouraging participants to drop heavy, sharp objects onto their feet is highly likely to result in foot injuries. Keep going. No, really? Wow. Foot injuries. I was going to say it would result in hand injuries, but you're the doctor getting all the money. He says TikTok is particularly popular among young people. Get out, Dr. Benjamin. Wow, you're a crazy brain. This guy should take RFK Jr.'s position. He seems to know a lot more about the medicinal world. Dr. Benjamin says they're setting themselves up for a lifetime of pain and disability if they significantly damage the nerves, bones, and joints of their feet. I mean, there it is right there, straight from a genius's mouth, guys. So he says a lifetime of pain. And that's true. When I was a kid, you meet an old guy limping around. You'd be like, what happened to your foot? And he'd be like, oh, I took shrapnel in the war. 50 years from now, they're going to ask old dudes walking around, what happened to your foot? Oh, you remember that TikTok trend of dropping microwaves on your foot? Yeah. Okay, back into the article where they're bringing back our guy Luke, who earlier made the video dropping heavy things on his foot. It says he created more feet-crushing content in an effort to build his platform. Yeah, that's what you want to build a platform on. Breaking bones. There's a future in that. However, he said a video of him dropping a drill on his foot was taken down after it breached TikTok community guidelines. I love it that dropping a drill on your foot breaks community guidelines, but not a table or a rice cooker. You make a lot of sense, TikTok. Now, Luke, I assume the former salesman, says he believes this trend is popular because people love watching other people in pain, but he urged others to consider the weight of objects involved. Yeah, you got to consider the weight, right? You don't want to drop an entire car on your foot, I've learned. They interviewed another TikToker, another genius named Reese from Manchester, who convinced himself initially that he would not recreate this trend, but said he wanted to know how it felt. You never dropped anything on your foot, Reese? Wow, what a blessed life you've had. I just wanted to know how it felt to drop something on your foot. Never felt that before. Never felt pain, really. Just thought I'd do it on the TikTok. He's 25 years old, Reese. He shared a video of himself wincing in pain after dropping his dog, an old toaster, and a vacuum cleaner on his foot. He received more than 350,000 views. This guy's getting views. You know how many views I get on my Instagram videos? You don't want to know. I take time to craft well-written stand-up comedy jokes, go to a show, record them on video, bring my camera home, upload the videos, cut them up, put them on Instagram for 50 views. That's where I'm at. Who knew I could just, I should just get on stage and drop the speaker on my foot. It would get more views than my actual jokes would. Now, Reese, who works in car detailing, of course, he believes that social media users enjoy watching people's real-time reaction to pain. Sadly, he's not wrong. But I mean, if you've watched a creator drop something heavy on their foot, are you really going to subscribe and watch them drop more things on their foot? And are you going to watch multiple people just dropping things on their foot? You kind of get it, right? After watching a couple, do you get it? Are there a bunch of sheep out there like, wow, that was fun. Let me watch it again. Let me watch another one. Oh, that was a toaster on the foot. Well, now this one's going to be a microwave. Let's see if this is different. Is there a lot of that going on out there? Wow. I should just walk off a bridge right now. A father is trying to get his daughter's name changed after she was incorrectly listed as Unikite 13 Hotel. We have a man in Nebraska, United States. He's fighting to get a social security number and a valid birth certificate for his toddler Caroline, whose name happens to be incorrectly listed in state records in Nebraska as Unikite 13 Hotel. Very strange name. Didn't Elon name one of his kids this? Or something like this. Okay, so Unikite, it's Unakite. It might be pronounced Unikite. I don't know, Unikite. I don't know, I've never seen that before. It looks like it might be a rock of some sort. Is that a rock? I'm not really hip to my geology. Jason Kilborn lives outside of Omaha, Nebraska. I assume this is the father. He's been desperately trying to get a social security card and a usable birth certificate for Caroline. Without these documents, he's been unable to get any services for her, from health insurance to child care, because they all require a social security number to verify identity. The article goes on to give a lengthy history of how Jason came upon having custody of his daughter, but basically, long story short, he got her out of foster care. He is the biological father. However, when the daughter apparently only had a certificate of live birth, which is an unofficial document that hospitals submit to start the process of generating government-issued birth certificates. Further complicating the matter, the certificate of live birth listed a bizarre name on it, Unikite 13 Hotel. Jason, the father, reached out to the hospital for some help with this matter and learned that this name was computer-generated. It's weird. Why would you generate such a strange name? Can you generate kind of a normal name? All right, I programmed the name generator, and it's just gonna grab random nouns from the world of nouns. I mean, even when they find a dead body and they don't know its name, they give them kind of a name: Jane Doe, John Doe. So can't you? Never mind. I'm on the case. The child's name is Potato, Sunlight, Spam. Well, I mean, I guess if you start naming babies with computers, it just gets us ready for the future, which is we're all going to be run by AI anyways. AI will lord over us, and it'll probably be naming us as well. All right, just as a little fun exercise, I opened up an AI program and asked, give me the weirdest baby name you can think of. And they gave me Zaquizlatron. Zaquizlatron. They say it's got a futuristic alien vibe with a zesty twist. Okay, now I asked, give me the prettiest baby name you can think of. And it says for a pretty baby name, I'd go with Aurelia. It's got a soft golden glow to it, derived from the Latin word for golden, and it flows like a gentle melody. Hey, we might have, this is pretty effective. Start asking AI to name our kids. Okay, one more. I asked the AI, what is the most unpronounceable baby name that you can come up with? And it says, how about the QXZTHLPRNG. It's a chaotic jumble of consonants with no clear vowel lifeline. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's like a secret code only the baby's parents could crack. Unpronounceable enough for you? You're welcome. Okay, now the rest of the story is unfortunately not too happy. I mean, this guy's got a lawyer working on it, and he's not getting a lot of cooperation from the state. It's costing him money, and the child's name is currently in limbo. Although he calls her Caroline, he says her name will be Caroline Elizabeth Kilbourne eventually. But currently she's unfortunately still listed legally as Unikite 13 Hotel, which is going to be an awesome indie rock band name.
Hey, Todd, Daddy, how you doing?
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Thousands of children have been accused of witchcraft the past decade. This story is out of England. It says thousands of children in England have been falsely accused of witchcraft. This feels like I'm reading a headline from 1690. Faith-based abuse is a worldwide phenomenon, but experts found 14,000 social work assessments linked to witchcraft accusations since 2015. In the year running to March 2024 alone, there were 2,180 assessments linked to witchcraft. That's in 1 year? This is a lot of accusing children of witchcraft. I mean, what is going on here? Those aren't witches, man. They're skateboarders. I think people are just taking Harry Potter way too seriously or something. These statistics about witchcraft accusations in England, compiled by the National FGM Center, come as the film Kendoki Witch Boy is being released, which tells the story of Mardoche Yembi, age 33, who was accused of witchcraft as a child growing up in North London and subjected to several exorcisms. Now, Yembi, the subject of the film, is still alive and hopes that this new film will encourage more of these children who are suffering behind closed doors to come forward. Wow, it's so surprising to hear that in 2025, 2024, children accused of witchcraft in England. I mean, if you told me this was India or Africa, I'd be like, yeah, of course, you know. They think zombies are real. They'll kill you. They think you're a sorcerer. They kill you. Never thought I'd hear about this in England in modern times. This is like a Monty Python sketch come to life. Prove she's a witch. Well, she turned me into a newt. Me too. I'm a newt. I'm a talking newt. Well, she gave me acid reflux. I know that. Well, me too. I got the reflux. She's a witch. All right, back to the article. Yembi, like many children that faced witchcraft accusations, was scapegoated for causing health and financial misfortunes on his relatives' lives. That's insane. It's like your family's broke and they blame it on a kid. They shut off the electricity. Oh, it must be the child. He's a witch. Social services became concerned about him because his extended family said they wanted to send him back to DRC for an exorcism. I mean, a kid. It's a kid. Have you been consorting with demons? I'm 7. Have you been drinking the blood of virgins and playing Xbox with zombies? I'm 7. This is also sad. It makes me very sad that superstition still runs amok in contemporary life. I mean, for whatever reason, people just love to glom on to fantasies. I don't get it. Maybe it's just to block out real life. You know, like if you're worrying about your neighbor being a demon or that Sasquatch is running rampant in your backyard, then I guess you can forget about that eggs cost $25 a dozen. Maybe that's what's going on. Is this like a defense mechanism against reality? I'm just making this up. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. But, you know, if you can blame all your troubles on witchcraft on someone, like they did in Salem, Massachusetts, a city I used to live in and that I adore, it's a scapegoat for sure. Guys, I'm just going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say 99.9% of accusations of witchcraft are completely false. And then there's my ex.
Your data is like gold to hackers. They're selling your passwords, bank details, and private messages. McAfee helps stop them. Secure VPN keeps your online activity private. AI-powered text scam detector spots phishing attempts instantly. And with award-winning antivirus, you get top-tier hacker protection. Plus, you'll get up to $2 million in identity theft coverage, all for just $39.99 for your first year. Visit McAfee.com. Cancel anytime. Terms apply.
Hi, everybody. It's your handy-dandy podcast host, Jonesy, a.k.a. Pod Daddy. I got a shirt that says Pod Daddy, the real Pod Daddy, and I like it. You can buy my merch. I have some merch. There's a link to the store in the description of this podcast. I also sent out an email to I sent out a mass email to many listeners, and just sort of letting everyone know that I hit 5 million downloads, and I was thanking everybody for helping me. And there was a link to the merch store in there, too. So if you want to get a Weird AF News coffee mug or something like that, feel free. That's a really cool gift for anybody, not just fans of Weird AF News, for anybody, for yourself. Just treat yourself. Anyways, I'm not going to keep you. Let's make sure this is short and sweet because I'll just be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I got a website, weirdafnews.com. My email is funnyjones@gmail.com. And I'm on Instagram @funnyjones if you want to keep up with what I got going on in the world of comedy. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for sticking with me today. And we'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Weird AF News.